Wow, what a game. What a beautiful football game. And Real Madrid win it at the death, 3-2 to beat Man City. 2 goals in the last 10 minutes of the game. But to be honest, it was absolutely deserved. I was literally preparing this video. I was about to say that Carlo Ancelotti coached a win tonight. He coached a win and Real Madrid let him down. So many chances. They just missed him. Edison went from hero to zero. He was saving so many goals. He literally saved so many attempts from Mbappe, from Vinicius Jr. and from Bellingham. Great saves, especially that one-on-one against Bellingham. But he got his clearance completely wrong. It fell at the feet at Real Madrid and they punished him, right? And that was 2-2 immediately after Brahim Diaz came on. And then at the death, Rico Lewis, a sub, he's ball watching and Vinicius Jr. steals. Edison is in no man's land. He comes out where I thought he should just stay back. He made it easier for Vinicius Jr., who tried to chip but got it wrong. But Bellingham has been running all game. I thought Bellingham had a brilliant game. He was a threat, constantly running in behind. Every long pass, he would header it to Vinicius Jr. Bellingham had a great game and he deserved his goal tonight. Madrid deserved the win and it was clear they outplayed Man City. Yes, Haaland gave City the lead early on in the first half, but Madrid were the better side. They created the better chances. Again, Madrid equalized and it was well worth it. It was coming because especially in the second half, they fixed their defending. City had a purple patch during the 15 minutes where Erling Haaland scored, but they couldn't make it 2. And that's really what changes the game. Go 2-0 up, maybe it's a different type of game. But Madrid got back to it. Madrid got back into the game. Mbappe with a scruffy finish, but that doesn't matter. It was literally coming. They were pampering the City defense and they were pampering Edison. So definitely Madrid looked like they were going to score. At halftime, I made a video and saying, if you're a Madrid fan, don't panic because Madrid will come back and win this game and they will score. And that's exactly what happened, right? So for me, fully deserved win by Real Madrid. They were the absolute better team and they dominated the game for literally, let's say 70% of that game. For 70 minutes of that game, I mean, it's not 70%, but for 70 minutes of the game, they dominated the game besides, that purple patch from City. But, what can you say? I think City now know that they are out of the Champions League. If City went to the Bernabeu at 2-1, they were out of the Champions League. If City went to the Bernabeu at 2-2 or 1-1, they were out of the Champions League. If City went to the Bernabeu at 1-0 or 2-1, they would have been out of the Champions League. If City went to the Bernabeu with only a 2-0 lead, they were going to be knocked out of the Champions League. And this just makes it worse. There's absolutely no hope. There's no coming back from this. City will not go to the Bernabeu and win, right? Yes, Madrid have come to the Etihad for the first time and they've won, but that's the sort of season that Manchester City are having. They are terrible. Real Madrid, yes, they're not perfect. They landed in the playoffs for the round of 16, but they're still top of the Liga and they still have the best players in the world, really. Okay, City are missing Rodri at this stage, but Madrid have the best individual players in the world with the likes of Vinicius Jr., Bellingham, Mbappe, right? So even Rodrigo is really a world-class player. Valverde, world-class in most positions. Courtois, and the fact that they came to the Etihad with so many injuries and they got such a huge result is extremely impressive. I do think Real Madrid are probably still favorites to win the Champions League, even though, it's taking them a little bit of a different route and they didn't start off well in the Champions League, but they still favorites. But that performance tonight was worrying if you were a City fan because City literally couldn't really get a foothold in the game. Madrid were always a threat. The defense of City was never coping. Disappointing from City. I think also Pep tried to go with the defensive changes to help City out in trying to get a foothold in the game by bringing on Kovacic, and Rico Lewis was a forced change because Ikanji was injured. It didn't really work. It didn't work. I do then question Pep Guardiola's decision to let Kyle Walker leave. Yes, Kyle Walker wasn't having the best of seasons, but Rico Lewis against Vinicius Jr. Come on now. That's a total mismatch. That City defense was not good. I think Ake was great. I don't know if he was subbed because he was injured, but Pep also made that change early in the second half, but it didn't work. I thought Ake was probably City's best defender, and once he left that pitch, City were always vulnerable, but they were kind of still vulnerable with him on the pitch. He just made some goal line blocks and some goal clearances, So Very intriguing game, and I think this game has delivered again as being the best in the world. I said it when the draw happened that this is the best fixture in modern football right now, and they've delivered a game. What a game. Absolutely brilliant game of football. For City, it's over. The season for City is completely over. I think maybe they can just try focus on securing an FA Cup and a top 4 finish, especially since now Liverpool are out, Chelsea are out, Spurs are out. You know, it's only Manchester United, let's say, as the big team in that competition. So City can literally fancy their chances. But with this City team, they probably can't even beat Newcastle. You know, City can't beat Newcastle or Aston Villa as they are. And again, it's another loss with the fixtures that are coming up for City, which do not look good. Liverpool is still coming. Forest is still coming. Newcastle is still coming. Yeah, it's worrying times for City, but their Champions League campaign for 2024-2025, that is completely over, and Real Madrid will definitely make it embarrassing at the Bernabeu. I think Real Madrid will score 4 at the Bernabeu at least. I think they're definitely going to make it embarrassing for City and just get the revenge for what happened when City beat them 4-0 at the Etihad. This is their time. Yeah, with that being said, City tried the mind games with the Stop Crying Vinicius Jr. banner, Rodri at the stadium. Unfortunately, it didn't work. It didn't work, and Madrid go to the Bernabeu with a goal lead, with a 3-2 lead, and it was fully deserved. And like I said, with that being said, the tie is over. Real Madrid will thrash Manchester City at the Bernabeu. Well played by Carlo Ancelotti. Asensio was great, I think, for Real Madrid in defense. Tchouaméni had a decent game. Camavinga had a great game in midfield. De Bruyne's legs look like they've gone. He didn't have a good game at all, and he usually stands out against Real Madrid. So I think maybe that's time catching up with De Bruyne, but City didn't deliver. Foden tried, to get City back in it with a decent piece of skill that won the penalty. Brilliant, by the way. But City's Savinho was quiet. Didn't really do much. Bernardo Silva in attack. City were nullified in all areas, really. I think City thought that keeping the ball will keep them out of trouble, but not with this Real Madrid side. They didn't need the ball. And to make it worse, just for good measure, in the second half, they did dominate the game. So, again, well-deserved victory by Real Madrid. If I'm a Madrid fan, I am extremely proud, and I question the cries that people have been saying Carlo Ancelotti out, because that was a masterclass from the Don Carlo himself, right? So yeah, that is my thoughts. Let me know what yours are. With that being said, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.